Number 16, Kansas men's basketball lost to unranked Cincinnati last night, 72-52. So what exactly happened? At halftime, Cincinnati was up 38 to 25. Yes, Kansas in the second half got within 4 or even 3 points in the game. Then Cincinnati went on a run, and Kansas didn't have an answer. So in the second half, Cincinnati 34-27. And Cincinnati was even up as many as 21 points in this game. I mean, that's the thing. And I get that's an undermanned Kansas team. With no Kevin McCullough, no Hunter Dickinson. And this was practically a home game for Kansas because like the Big 12 tournament is in T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Missouri. Now I'm going to go over stats for the game. I apologize I'm looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. Points on turnovers favor Cincinnati, 17-8. Fast break points actually favor Kansas, 11-8. Points in the paint favored Cincinnati, 38-32. And Cincinnati was also undermanned as well. They didn't have like C.J. Frederick, which I know he only averaged 6.1 points per game. And Victor Larkin averaged around 9 points per game as well. But still, they did this to Kansas without those two guys. But Larkin is the bigger player out of the two. Actually, 9.8 for Larkin. But you get the whole point. They're not as good as the two Kansas guys, but you can't deny that Cincinnati was undermanned as well. And Kansas did not shoot ball good in this game. 33.9% from the field on 62 attempts. 15% on threes on 20 attempts. Like 70% on free throws on 10 attempts. 38 rebounds. 8 of those offensive. 13 assists. 4 steals. 7 blocks. 12 turns. 10 fouls. How many points off the bench? Just 10. And one double-digit scorer that only had 22 points. And yes, there were two players that combined for 15 points over 6 or more points. So yeah, and they even played Michael Jankovic, Dylan Woodhite, Patrick Cassidy, Parker Brown, even though it spells like Braun, Braun. I mean, a few minutes and ever like Wilder Evers even. Yeah. So really, Jamari McDowell was the only one that came off the bench consistently with 24 minutes. Even if McCullough and Hunter Dickinson get back healthy, they don't have much of a bench. I'm just telling the truth. And Cincinnati had how many bench points? 15 bench points. And they have 4 double-digit scores that combine for 12 plus 10. That's 22 plus 11. That's 23 plus 25. That's 48 points. Those guys could have taken down Kansas almost. And it's not including one guy with 6 or more points with 8. If there was nobody else scoring, they would beat Kansas. That's how bad Kansas shot the ball. And Cincinnati didn't shoot the ball good either, but it was better than Kansas. 38.4% from the field on 73 attempts. 34.6% on threes on 26 attempts. They made the 3-ball more, obviously. I mean, they made 6 more threes than Kansas did. I mean, with 9. 77.8% from free throws on 9 attempts. 49 rebounds, 16 of those offensive. 10 assists, 6 steals, 4 blocks, 10 turns, 10 fouls. As we all know, Kansas is going to be in the NCAA tournament for their next game. We just don't know who. And if it comes down to the wrong matchup, they might lose in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Even if McCullough and Dickinson are back for the NCAA tournament, which I know they're supposedly going to be back. It's just how healthy will those guys be? I mean, that's the thing. Because a bone bruise and a shoulder, for respectively, on those injuries. And Cincinnati has to play Baylor, actually, tonight at 8:30 or around that time. Though it could be later because of the game before it. number 14 Baylor at that. So the only way Cincinnati makes the NCAA tournament is to win a conference tournament. I don't know about going to the final and then lay your chips out and say, we're going to go to the big NCAA tournament. I don't know about that. I think they have to win the whole thing just to get in. But this is going to be their third game in 3 days tonight. But we have to wait and see what happens. And like I said about Kansas, if they run into the wrong matchup in the first round, they might lose. Or even the second round. I don't see Kansas as a Final Four team. Not with that bench. And they're more like a Sweet 16, Elite 8 at best. They might lose then or earlier. So we're going to have to monitor about Kevin McCullough and Hunter Dickinson, which I know they're supposed to be back. But how healthy will those two guys be? That's the biggest question to me. Because if they don't have those guys 100% ready, or they're not, even if they're going to get to play, they're not going to be as effective. I mean, that's the truth. And this is also the first year for Bill Self at Kansas to have 10 losses going into the NCAA tournament. Well, it's bound to happen eventually. I mean, this is now their 9th conference loss, technically, if you include conference tournament as well, which is the most for Bill Self as well. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So, money out this. Of course, like and view. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms so more people can see. Sharing the video does help as well so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button. It's free the notification bell as well. And like I said, when Ken McCullough and Hunter Dickinson were ruled out for the Big 12 tournament, I did say that this could have been a possibility for Kansas to lose in their first game regardless who it is. And I was proven right.